The machine must have overloaded. He's dead. There's no power.
I wonder why that happened. Whoops.
Ah! It's too hot to pick up. There's no power.
Oh, I bet I can fix that. Hey, Stoney. How you doing, sir?
It looks like something's been removed from it.
Well, let's put it back.
It's too hot to touch. I think it's being used as a power source for the machine.
Beep, boop, boop, bop. Beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful too. It's good shit. I'm gonna laugh. I don't know. Dropped frames.
It's been more than 6 years
Like
since
a
I
lot
entered
of
that
dropped frames?
strange house in Boston. But to me, it was just 5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it, probably brought on by acute mental stress. I remember investigating the far side of the library. There was screaming. According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor. When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze. They committed me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintain a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults and dark legends, often in languages unfamiliar to my own.
Like Spanish.
When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to be. Return to normal life has been a painful process. In recent days, my dreams have been plagued by cosmic landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I've told no one else. Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
Did you get my package?
Hold on.
Did you get that thing I sent you? Fat stack of ones.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's his name. Ryan Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National grocery store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hey, sure, Cap.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
It was a long time ago someone suggested this game. I think Noob mentioned it like a week or two ago. So yeah, it's been a while. Unless it happened before that. Okay, so Bagel411 was one of my all-time favorite casters. He stopped casting a few years ago. I don't really know why, but basically he did this thing called Spooky September. So he'd play a whole bunch of horror games in September instead of October when everyone else was playing them. So I thought I'd do the same in honor of him. Rip in peace. Oh, you see that, Noob? Sure, Kath is trying to take the credit for me playing this game. Oh, I should read this. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of Dunder Mifflin, First National grocery store chain. It appears that the First National grocery in Innsmouth was recently burglarized. Its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. From what I've been able to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue. A friend of the family, Mr. Anderson gave him the job as a favor. Too spooky? It's pretty spooky, man, I'm not gonna lie. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery, but there are a few things that don't add up. Not to Anderson and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe to misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighboring communities like the lepers. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of a strange element in the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Usual Hicktown prejudice, no doubt. So will I play more spooky games? Yeah, probably. I have the Dead Space games 1 and 2. I have Amnesia. I've already done Outlast, so I probably won't play that again. I have The Walking Dead Season 2 I need to play. It's not really spooky, but I think it technically is still considered a horror game. So I can play that. Although I doubt I'll be able to get through all of those games this 1 month. Penumbra was super spooky. I've heard Penumbra's scary. It's similar to Amnesia, right? I call Dead Space. I don't fucking know. I haven't played these games. They're horror games, though. Get off my back! Oh my god, more. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. It feels good to have a purpose after 5 months trying to break through my amnesia. I also feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's the wild stories about the town, or maybe it's just because I haven't had a case in so long. Alright, what now? Escape? Oh. Same developer for Penumbra as for Amnesia. Okay.
Driver, how far did it stop?
It's almost there. I'll drop you at the town square of Innsmouth.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after them all.
Spooky until proven otherwise, Zian. It's my policy. There you go, Shurkath. Shurkath knows.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
Thanks, Joe. Look at him. Let me look at Joe. Oh. What did you get out? We could have a throw up Tuesday. First game is Portal with Rift. What is Rift?
Could you direct me to the First National Grocery Store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian
that totally
Burnham.
is Assy McGee.
I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about.
That's amazing.
Chit-chatting to him's gonna get me no place fast. I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Fucks with everyone.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Oh, the portal with Oculus Rift support, of course.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Just
Are you being
YouTube Assy
funny?
McGee.
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
That fellow was just stringing me along with a lot of nothing about nothing.
Wasn't stringing you along, he's telling you to get lost.
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warnes.
Well, it plopped me in front of this door, so I should just go and see what's up. Even saving in the game tries to freak you out. Done.
Stop your snooping. And there's for hotel staff only.
Evening.
Aye.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
You got any rooms?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. Old habits cleaning room.